MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome to the Big Small Business Show, the show for all our wonderful entrepreneurs out there who are building a life, a legacy, a living. And one of those entrepreneurs is in studio with us today. Her name is Precious Ntenteng. She's the founder and CEO of SA Steelport. Let's take a look.
My name is Precious Ntenteng. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of SA Steelport, South African Steelport. We've got 2 branches in Protea, Glen. We sell locally produced steel as well as aluminium profiles. So our company is a bit different in that we don't only focus on the end user. We basically work with fabricators, but we also work very closely with engineers, civil engineers. We look at the kind of steel that they're looking for, and we source that specifically for such projects. So we basically are a bit of a niche in that we work with professionals that are looking for something that is very specific, not something that will be coming from a shelf, for example. My father was a draftsman, and he ran his own construction company. So growing up, just watching him doing that, I grew up in an environment where it was all about construction. Later on, he then started his hardware store or shop. I started, like every Sunday, school holidays, I'll be with him watching what he does. Obviously, later on, I went on and I did my degree at university, worked for financial institutions. But I've always known that this has always been my passion, to be in the space of construction and building. But I did civil engineering at night courses. I would come home around 10 in the evening, and then I completed that. And that sort of inspired the steel part of the business. So where you are still involved in construction, but you're actually dealing with the foundation, the steel that goes into the building process, the beams, and that actually puts the structures together. When we started the company, it was just myself and my husband. He would come over weekends. During the week, I would be the one that is actually operational, running the business. So from that, 2 of us, we currently have 8 employees, and a very strong team, small team, but very, very strong. Everybody knows what they need to do, and they're quite passionate about what they do. There's a lot of import, cheap steel coming from outside, and that sort of like affects us in terms of price stability. So we found that there was a lot of fluctuation in the steel market. That also affects your margin. It affects even the local producers as well. The fluctuation of pricing has a great impact in terms of our profitability and the volumes and that we actually move. But that is short term. I always tell my husband that there's a goal, that's where we are going, and so you keep working on that. So one of the things that we've done is diversifying our supply chain. You don't only focus on one specific product line. What we've also done is also looking at other channels of selling. So instead of just looking at a physical store, look at other avenues, your website, your online, your digital channels. It's important that, yes, you can rely on the guys that are coming in on day-to-day basis, but you also need bigger contracts so that creates stability in terms of your cash flow, your revenue. It sort of secures that. Around me, that in Soweto, around me, we are surrounded by big companies, surrounded by big mines. We have engaged with those companies in terms of getting onto their database. We have went through the whole process. However, it's very difficult to actually now be assigned a specific person to deal with, and and basically get the work going. So that has been our challenge. The only way for companies such as us to grow is when big companies really offers us the opportunity to work with them. So I don't know if Allon is able to assist or maybe give advice, and maybe we're doing this the wrong way,
Welcome, Precious.
Thank you for having me, Ellen. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the large corporates that you are dealing with right now. What are they typically buying from you?
Most of them, they are buying steel because we deal basically with steel products. So it's either reinforcement steel or beams, aluminium steel, mild steel. So it will literally be a various products that we deal with, but mostly it will be your big scale, like your beams as well as aluminium.
So when we're talking about the corporates that buy from you, these are construction businesses, or are they other large corporates?
Most of them are not construction businesses. They are large businesses where they are looking to expand their operations. I will give you an example of a petrol station, for example, where they are looking to establish a new outlet. So they would require steel, obviously, to put up the facilities that the building. So we will come in to sort of like supply the products. We'll come in to supply the reinforcement, the beams, the steel, any like fencing. Yeah, those will be the products that we'll supply.
And I saw in the insert that you've got a retail environment.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that how they know about you, or how do they know about the SA Steel Port? How do they know about you?
Yeah. So we service different types of clientele. It will be retail, where we are actually just looking at welders, guys that are out there doing welding, normal welding, butler proofing. And we also have another leg where we actually service a more specialized side of the business, where we deal with civil engineers, where we will deal with like any steel requirements for construction, as well as any fabrication that might be required there.
So if you can give me a sense of, like, when you deal with a large corporate, what does that engagement look like? Like, are you sitting down? Are you sitting with the quantity surveyor and working out what you need and what volumes you need? What is going on in that meeting, or they're just sending you an email with we're looking for this, send us a price? So I'm trying to understand the actual engagement, what that feels like.
Yeah. So normally it will be where there is a new product that is coming, or where there's a new project that is coming up. That they will deal with the construction team, which comprises of project managers as well as quantity surveyors. Those are the people that will actually give us the requirement the requirement that is needed in that project. We would then go and do the costing, and then come back and present the costing to them, and they would then decide whether we are still within the scope in terms of the costing, or is there anything that we can do. So normally it will be us approaching a project that is coming up in the area, and looking at what the requirements are there in that area, and then we'll then deal either with the foreman or the project manager that is actually in charge of that the project.
Okay, we're going to take a break now. When we come back, more questions for Precious. Stay tuned.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.